Hi, everybody. This is Phil Chenevert. It's Christmas 2023. Oh, there you are. I forgot where the camera was. And I'm encouraging you to give the gift of listening to understand. I don't know what brought this on, but I know. I remember now. I was watching a video. The gift of listening. You can give a gift to the people that you care about. That's free. It takes some work, but it's called the gift of listening to understand. It's simple, but it's not easy. What is this? Normally in conversation, we go back and forth. It's like a game of tennis. They say, I'm going to Orlando for Christmas. And you say, oh, yeah, right. I've been there at Christmas. It's really crowded. And they say, oh, yeah, well, I'm going to go to. And you go back and forth because our brains are built to connect with what they say. If they say, I'm trying a new chiropractor, you bring up your experiences. Or if they say, I'm learning golf or things like that, you go back and forth with what you know in your brain. That's called a normal conversation. Listening to understand is a precious gift that we don't get enough of. Human beings don't get enough of. And I'm encouraging you to be able to give it to somebody. Okay, what is it? Listening to understand is listening to understand what that other person is saying, both saying in words and meaning, of course, and in emotions. What are they feeling? So it's not a back and forth. To listen to understand, you have to not be approval or disapproval of what they're saying. Just accept what they're saying and bounce it back to them to see if you're understanding what they're saying. I'm taking an example. Okay, your wife says, one night, I'm so tired. I'm just feeling tired. And now you can make that choice of saying, I am going to listen. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, I am going to listen to understand. I'm going to make that choice. Now, it's a choice because it's work. And when you do that, you are choosing not to respond to what they're saying, but rather to understand it. I'm feeling tired tonight. I'm just feeling so tired. Now, you can, normally you would say something like, oh, well, I'm sorry about that. We can go to bed earlier tonight or whatever. But if you're listening to understand, you say, so you're feeling tired. You repeat what they say back to them. Or suppose she said, whatever. You repeat more or less than what they say back to them. What that does is it tells that person you actually heard what they said, heard the words they said, and it makes them say, yeah, I did say that, didn't I? I wonder what I meant by that. I'm feeling, and they will expound because, gee, somebody's listening. I'm feeling tired. I just feel got no energy lately. And you, instead of giving advice, would say, so you're feeling kind of no energy and tired? And they say, yeah. They would start thinking about what's going on in their brain. Now, what's happening here is there's like a dartboard. You are trying to find out what the meaning is because a lot of times we say things and there's a lot of hidden meaning. You're throwing your dart and saying, so you're feeling tired. They would say, yeah, but it's not tired, it's kind of like I just don't want to do it. Kind of like almost depression. They're exploring their meanings. So you're feeling a little depression? And the other person will go on. This is just an example I made up. She might say, yeah, I just don't have any energy. It's like ever since the grandkids went home, I have nothing to do anymore. It's like they don't need us. Whatever goes on, and you would say, if you're listening, so you feel like ever since the grandkids went home, there's not much meaning. Allowing them to interpret that for themselves. Say, yeah, I think I don't feel useful anymore. And that that allows the meaning to come to you. You repeat it to them. And then when that dartboard, when you throw that dart and you say, so it's kind of a feeling of tiredness and kind of almost depression because you don't feel useful as a parent anymore. And she would say, yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I'm feeling. It's not a good feeling. You might say, it's not a good feeling. But you have done that. You have actively listened to what they're saying. You have gotten approval, meaning they understand you. They say yes. That's how you know that you've done it. You don't reach your goal when you think you understand it, because you may not. You reach your goal when the other person says, yeah, that's exactly what I mean. That's what I'm feeling. That's it, folks. It's something that is precious. When was the last time somebody listened to you? I mean, really listened to you like that. Not trying to help you solve your problems, but listen to you. I sat down this morning, and started thinking, when was the last time for me? And I had to say that, not since I went to see my therapist last month. They listened to me. Of course, they're paid to listen to me, but she really listened to me. And I got to thinking about this gift, that we can all give that gift. We want so much to be heard, and we're just not heard. It's a rare gift to give somebody, and it's free. So, what are the rules? If you decide to do this, and I hope you do for your family, the first rule is you make the decision that in this particular case, I'm going to listen. I'm going to listen, because you can't do this all the time. 99% of the time, it's going to be a regular conversation. But you can make that decision. I'm going to actually listen for understanding right here. Once you make that decision, then you have to stop hitting that ball back. You stop and you start reflecting what they're saying. That's rule one, is you make the decision. And rule two is you start throwing that dart. You start bouncing off. What do you hear them saying? What do you feel them saying? And letting them talk as you reply to them. And just say, or another thing is to say, tell me more. Your example would be your daughter walks in to y'all one night and says, that's it. I'm moving to Thailand and becoming a Buddhist. And you would want to say, what? After all the money we spending you to college, you're gonna go? No, that would be normal, I suppose. But if you decide that you're going to listen to understand, you would say, so you're feeling about moving to Thailand and becoming a Buddhist. That's it. You reflect on what you hear. They hear you saying it, and she would start talking about, well, yeah, I'm just disgusted with all this, whatever, anger that's going around me. And more would come out, and as you reflect it back to them, they will tell you more. And it's something that you can do. We can do. And I suggest you do it for your family. Start with your family. Your family is what's mostly we don't listen to because we're around them all the time. Your daughter, your son, your grandchildren, your wife, your husband. Those are the people that you can give a gift to, and when you choose to. And I suggest you do it. That's it, folks. I know I talk too much. I'm going to come back with tools to use, easier ways to do it. But the basic idea is you make the decision, I'm going to give this person the gift of, I'm going to listen to them, and I'm going to understand what they're saying. And I'm going to stick with it until they say, yes, that's what I'm saying. That's it. And it's a wonderful gift. Thank you. This is Phil Chenevert. Have a wonderful evening. I shall return. And listen to me.